The future will be led by idea people. Technical people just don't know it yet. I've built and sold AI services totaling over $145,000 in the last 10 months, and this is what I've learned. The ability to spot problems beats the ability to write code every single time. So today I want to show you exactly how to build apps quickly. And so, for decades, technical people were the gatekeepers. Maybe you had an app idea, but either you had to learn to code or pay someone 50 grand to build it. And they basically controlled what you could build if you had funding, and they took the vast majority of the profits. But what they didn't see coming is that now AI can build programs and apps just as good as pretty much any developer. So unless you're in the top 1% of developers, they're going to go away, because the people that can spot the ideas are the people that will create the value in the market, because now the coding can be done by AI. And so without further ado, I want to dive into how to actually build an app using a tool called Roark. I'm going to show you from start to finish, having an idea, finding a problem in the market, prototyping it, testing it, and basically being able to launch the app and test it out on your own iOS device in a matter of minutes. So let's dive right in. So the app is called Roark, RORK.com, and basically what you want to do here is you just describe what you want it to build. So let's say I'm a big meditator, I'm a big reader, so maybe I want to do a book tracker app, right? I want to know what books I'm reading, I want notes from those books, maybe it syncs with Kindle or something. And so what I want to do is I'm just going to tell it voice to text what I want it to be. So create me an app that basically tracks all the books that I've read, that helps me to rate them on a scale of 1 star to 5 stars, so that I can see the best books that I've read and the worst books that I've read, and so that I can kind of rank them and remember the notes and the core ideas from those books. And so a pretty simple prompt here, I'm just going to let Roark go and see what it builds. So, I gave it 2 to 3 sentences. Here it's creating its plan. It's kind of like Goodreads, kind of like StoryGraph. It's going to draw the inspiration from those. It's going to implement this. It's going to create its own design inspiration with its own styling, and it's going to start coding. So if we go to the code section here, you can see that it's literally just going to start coding. We can see it created that, it created that, and so the cool thing about Roark that I really like is you can actually just test it on your phone. I could just scan this QR code, and as long as I have the testing app, anytime I scan it, I will get an up-to-date version of the app on my mobile device. For now, for this video, I'm just going to do everything inside of here so you can see exactly how this works. And so it's creating all of these different files, and I'm going to let it basically run until we get the MVP. And then as soon as the MVP finishes, you're going to see exactly what the very simple one-shot prompt that I just put in, what results we get from it. So you can see in a matter of seconds, now we have this app that searches for books. We can essentially add in the different books that we're reading. Maybe I read the book, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I can search it in this box. I can add the book here. So, I have The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. I think that's how you spell it. Maybe it's a 5. Solid spiritual fiction. Key idea: you can only solve your problems exactly, or everything you need is exactly right where you are right now. Save book. You can see the book is in here. I have the stats. I have 1 book read with an average rating. It's tracking everything. Maybe I want to filter it, so we have different ways to view it. I can filter it. Now I could say, now can you add an RSS feed that automatically adds some of the latest nonfiction books similar to the books that I've read as a kind of recommendation feature. And now you can see here that it's going to go in and it's going to actually just recommend me books. And so not only is it a library of all the ones that we've read, so we can kind of review the last books that we read, the notes that we have from those books. It's also going to recommend us new books. And then potentially we could create some sort of review feature where we can actually review the core ideas in each of these books. So maybe the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, now add a feature that lets me review the core ideas in each of the books that I've read so that I can remember the core lessons and integrate them better. It's basically like an integration journal where I can see and remind myself and actually integrate the lessons on a more deep level. So here we go. It's creating all these files. It's going to make all these changes. You can see it's adding all these different TypeScript files. It's creating this file, the types/books.ts file, and it's basically updating all these different things in here. And so, now that this is running, we can see everything here. And if I go back to the preview mode, we'll see that this will update with the new features in a second. All right, so now basically we have the books that we've read. We have the stats of how many we've read, the top rated books. Then we have this new Discover feature, which pulls an RSS feed of books similar to that one, and then pulls in, Atomic Habits, Psychology of Money, Deep Work, Lean Startup, Sapiens, all of the top nonfiction books similar. Now I'm thinking that we could actually add a feature related to adding the core ideas of the book and letting me basically review them on a daily basis so that I can keep the ideas fresh in my mind. But you can see that this is why being an idea person and being someone who can spot problems and solve them is the most important thing, is because, now if this is building me an app, sure, it could use some design work and we can actually go and give it, better prompting in terms of the CSS and the exact different ways that we want to style it. One of the cool things here is we can just add screenshots in. So we give it a screenshot of an app that we want it to look like, and it's going to improve the style. But you can see that the biggest thing here is what are the problems that I have as someone that wants to keep track of the books I'm reading, keep track of the core ideas, integrate the core ideas better. Maybe we add a voice journaling system, but anyone can build an app now. And so the bottleneck and the constraint is not the technical ability to build the app. It's the ability to understand what problems do people actually have and what types of apps would people actually use, right? And so the next thing that I want to do is I want to go to an app design schemes. So I basically just want to see different ways of designing an app and see which one we like best. So we have this, that doesn't give us too much. I mean, that's pretty cool. I want to see if it can get this. So I'm going to say, I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to go back, and then I'm basically going to paste this in here, and I'm going to say, now update the style so that it matches the screenshot. Pasted. Yeah. And so once it makes these changes with, updating the current structure, adding the integrations, everything from that here, with the books.typescript, use books layout. So we can see it's going to add this feature, and then I'm going to ask it to update the style, and we can see how much the style improves just from one prompt and a screenshot. And I'm going to ask it to update the style of the app to match the style that we found here. So here's the style, and I'm basically going to say, update the style and design of the app to aesthetically match the screenshot pasted here. So it's going to go and it's going to update the style. I'm going to let it run for a bit. So you can see now that as the style gets updated, it adds all of these changes. It looks a bit better. You can see it added, different stylistic elements that make it look a little bit cleaner. And if I were to want to design this better, I could actually go in and give it a comprehensive prompt where I basically map out in specific detail, use these colors, make these buttons. I'm not an app designer. And so I would basically just use Claude to say, let's create a design plan for this app. But you can see it made some really solid progress here. Updated the app, made it look a little bit cleaner, and everything looks pretty great. So hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'm excited for you to build out an app just like this for yourself, for your own business, to identify problems in your niche and to build apps. The last thing I'll say is that, once you test it on your phone, after that, you can, if you're working with a developer, or if you are a developer, you can go directly into GitHub here, or you can click publish and you can actually go and get it on the App Store right away. So you can publish this to an App Store, you can give someone a preview. It's not that difficult to actually get this on the Google Play Store, App Store, so that you can share it with people, share it with your client, whoever it is. And so, yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.